Thank you, Sir Chair. Delegate Senator from the great state of Florida, I move that we hear the amendment on the floor.
I'm sorry, Delegate. In General Assembly, you must be the amendment author to move for an amendment.
Okay. Well, then I would like a request to yield the remainder of my time to Senator, When Consejo from New Mexico.
That is your right, Delegate. You may proceed.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a friend of mine in our family, he got hepatitis C from sharing needles when he was 17 years old, and it was because of this hepatitis C that he lost most of his liver, he lost his wife, he lost all his kids, and it's totally devastated his life. Should a clinic like this have been opened in his city, he might have been able to go and save his life and thus save the second chance that he had for urge. I urge you, for his sake, please pass this bill. Thank you. I yield the rest of my time to you. Right here.
Thank you, Sir Chair. Buen Consejo, New Mexico. First, to refute a statement that a previous delegate said that this completely goes against our war on drugs, that goes completely against the facts. In Vancouver, the public use of drugs was decreased by 45%. That's a significant number. And furthermore, another previous delegate also stated that addicts are harmful to themselves and others, and I absolutely agree with this, and that's why we need to foster an environment where we can help these addicts for rehabilitation. As far as taking these addicts into jail is for punishment, not for rehabilitation. The recidivism rate of drug addicts is incredibly high after they go to jail. And lastly, another delegate also said that he envisioned a young boy passing by this center and asking his mother why it was okay for these people to use drugs. But I'd like to point out that this facilitation is not meant for people who wish to experiment with drugs.
I'm sorry, Delegate. Time has elapsed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Tyler Bush from Georgia. I'd like to reserve the right to yield the remainder of my time to Holland from Georgia.
That is your right, Delegate.
Will the author yield to a proposed question?
Author, will you yield?
I will.
Could you tell us one more time what country pioneered this?
Canada.
All right, see, there you go. I'm sorry, you already answered my question. May I finish? Canada has an economy that's already worse off than ours is because they are under the assumption that you can foster success, you can foster prosperity, and you can foster changing people's emotions and their character by spending money on them, which you cannot. Like the gentleman from Massachusetts said, there are legitimate medical reasons that needles and services should be provided, not a pseudo crack house on the bottom and Holiday Inn on the top where you get a piece of chocolate and needle on your pillow before you go to bed at night. It is not the role of the government to do this. It is immoral, it is illogical, and it's too expensive. And therefore, I yield the rest of my time to Holland from Georgia.
Thank you, Delegate. You have 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Elizabeth Holland, Georgia delegation. The definition of illicit is unlawful. Therefore, the use of drugs is just that, against the law. It is discouraged in school, homes, and society everywhere. Why then should we pay money to fund a place where the illegal use of drugs is condoned? Having safer drug use is not the answer to the drug problem in our country. Educating the population on the detrimental effects and helping them recover from their addiction is the answer. Not providing them with a place where they can further damage themselves and their family and the people around them. Thank you, I'll use my time with the chair.
To address some previous concerns, talking about the war on drugs. One of the biggest things that this is so cool is this is socially acceptable at the point. So they will actually have a better chance at catching the drug dealers because these people that come here are willing to rat them out, are willing to show what is going on. Because, you know, obviously they're already there. As well, some people said that drug users, you know, are a danger to society. Yet they can be dangerous, but like I said, there were 0 deaths. That means no one has died from violence. That means no one has died from overdose. That means that obviously they are grateful for this opportunity. And also, we aren't condoning drug use. Like I said, the U.S. Surgeon General showed that this does not condone drug use or encourage drug use. Instead, this is fostering the people that already have drug problems and need help. Also, 1/3 of all visitors will most likely end up in a detox program. 70 to 90% relapse in normal rehab centers. Which would you rather have? Tell me, please. We don't have to think about whether this works. We don't have to think about if these drug users will come, because they did. This happened. We don't have to think about this. 276,178 visits, 702 visits per day. I think they came. Also, clean needle exchange is already used in the United States. You look at California, you look at other places in the US, it is already used. This is something that is vital to our country, and we've already recognized that. Also, the on-site clinic has beds, it has food, it has a place for them to stay that is able for them to get a better life and to rehabilitate. Please pass this so we can have a pathway for these drug users to rehabilitate safely and cost-effectively.
I'm sorry, Delegate, time has elapsed. At this time, the committee will now go into voting procedures on this proposal. Will the rovers please seal the chambers? The motion before this committee is the passage of proposal number 243, but all those in favor, please stand and say aye. Aye. All opposed? In the eyes of the chair, this proposal does not pass.